Hi everyone, thanks for joining today's webinar, Streamline Your Energy Transactions, Drooms Virtual Data Room in Action. I'm Marie-Christine, part of Drooms Customer Success Team, and I'm excited to show you how Drooms can make your energy and renewable deals faster, more efficient, and way less stressful. We'll be diving right into a live demo to show you what our platform can do, especially when it comes to manage large amounts of documents and collaborating across different countries. Feel free to drop questions in the chat and we'll answer them at the end. Let's get started. So before we dive into the demo, let's quickly talk about why having a solid system to manage your documents is so important in the energy sector. Energy transactions, whether it's for a wind farm or a solar project, usually involve many stakeholders and documents. Between the technical reports, legal contracts, and final reviews, the deals are very demanding. And when things aren't organized, it really can slow down your deal or, in the worst case, even lead to deal failure. That's where Drooms comes in. We've built a platform to keep everything organized and secure so you can focus on the deal, not hunting for documents or worrying about security risks. Now let's jump into how it all works. All right, so I share my screen and quickly walk you through the key features that are especially helpful for energy deals. First up, security. You want to make sure your sensitive documents are protected, right? With Drooms, we got robust encryption and every user interaction is tracked, so you always know who's doing what. Plus, we are GDPR compliant, so you don't have to worry about data leaving Europe, for example, via third parties. Let me quickly show you how we set up security settings and activity tracking. So when you're in the data room, you have the settings here on the bottom left corner, and you will find there, for example, the two-factor authentication. So every user then has to use a one-time password to enter the data room on top to their normal password to log into Drooms. And here on the left, you can find the reports. Everything, as I mentioned, is tracked here in the data room. And you can find detailed reporting here at the bottom. For example, all page hits, prints, and save actions, all changes related to index documents, all updated documents and processing results, all changes to groups or users inside of the data room, Q&A configuration, and so on. In every report, you see details about when that happens. So for example, we see here that this user has viewed this document at that time, like the very second we can see here, and which page they have viewed. We can also export the report and then have an Excel file to work with further. Next, let's talk about permissions. In a big energy deal, not everyone should have access to every document. Drooms lets you control who can see what down to individual documents. And the best part, unlike other platforms, we let you temporarily give full access to content managers for bulk uploads without messing up the security structure. Also, the speed of uploading documents and instant access ensures your team remains efficient. This is, again, a feature not all providers offer. Let me show you how easy it is to manage permissions. We have the user section here on the left side, where you can see user groups that I have already created. With double click on one group, I can quickly go to Set Permissions. I'll jump into the index section where all my documents are. The group is already selected, and I quickly send or submit that one and click on the permissions that I want to grant. So for example, we have here the viewing, print, and saving rights, and here editing, so upload or delete documents if that's necessary. If I choose the top folder, I can set that for the whole data room. I can also just choose one folder or even single documents that I want to give access to or download permissions or editing rights. Then I click on Save. I have that one saved now for the consultant group, and I can then change it to seller, for example, and do the same for the seller group. I can also choose multiple groups at once to set the permissions for both at the same time. Also, we have the possibility to upload documents and then already select what kind of permissions they should have. So we can quickly upload something in here and choose the permissions. So should this only be visible for administrators, or do we want to inherit from the parent folder? So the folder above, everyone that can see, edit, or download it will then also be able to do that to the new files that we're uploading. In that case, I don't have to worry about setting them manually after and can quickly go ahead with my upload. Now, if you're dealing with international teams, language barriers can slow things down. Droom has a built-in translation tool that lets you translate documents instantly, no extra fees and no limits. This is super handy for cross-border transactions, and honestly, it's something most of our competitors either don't offer or charge extra for. Let's see how easy it is to translate a document right on the platform. So when we're opening a document here, for example, this one, we have the translations here at the bottom. I can then translate this one to German, French, Italian, Dutch, Spanish, Portuguese, or Polish. And once I selected one language, it will simply lay the translation above the original and does not change the format too much. So I can simply read through it and also switch back to original. The translation is not downloadable, so I can only see it here in the data room. And so the original is not changed in any way. Other things we do differently is our online archive. Once your deal is done, you can securely store and access all your project files for as long as you need them. This is a feature that's unique to Drooms. Most other platforms don't offer anything like it. Here's a quick look on how the archive works. So in this data room, you can see that this is not in an archive state as it's completely active and open, and I can change and upload things. When I'm changing to one data room that is in archive mode, you can see the banner at the top. The data room is in online archive mode until the date that you choose. All items are in read-only state and no changes or edits are possible. You can also download a certificate of preservation here, which looks like that, and where we confirm as Drooms that all documents within the data room have been transitioned to online archive mode on this date and time. You can also then see here that all documents were accessible to the user group that the user that downloaded the certificate is in at the moment of generation of this letter. So this can be downloaded anytime to have this letter ready if needed. So no changes can be done here, no uploads, no deletion, and also what's been said beforehand is the user groups that still should have access to the documents. So all other groups are blocked from Drooms, and the only group in that case here, management group, for example, still have access to the documents and to this archive, and can still access everything, single document, and also the letter. Lastly, we have Drooms Chat. This is a messenger function in the data room that brings all your deal-related exchanges into one place. No more jumping between email and your data room. All you need to get your deal done is the Drooms platform. Let me show you how Drooms Chat works to keep communication smooth during your deal. You can find it here at the top right. Here is your chat window. But to start with your first contact, we have to go to the contact section here in the profile. I can then add a new contact, either from a data room or with their email address. Then I choose the data room in that case, the user group, and the user that I want to add. I now have them here in my contact list and can start a new chat with them. Then I type in my message. You can see that this has been delivered, but it's not viewed yet. In this window, we can see this message has been viewed. We can see it here on this little icon. And also we are able to share files within this chat. So I can click on this little icon here at the bottom, go to the data room and select a file that I want to share. Click on send, and then it has been sent to this user. If this user does not have access to this file, we will see only request permission. So this user is not able to see the name of the file or access the file in any way if they don't have permissions for it. They are able to get permission or to ask for the permission, better said, to write a message to the admin, and the admin then can decide if they should be able to see it or not. We can also create a group chat like this one, where I have 3 different users. This can be easily done here create a group chat. We can also mute a group, block users, or add to data room in case we are administrators. So what makes Drooms different from other virtual data rooms out there? Let's do a quick recap. Top-notch encryption and GDPR compliance to keep your data safe. The easy document control, advanced permissions that give you full control, plus the flexibility to let content managers upload documents easily. A built-in translation, no limits, no extra fees, just easy translation wherever you need it. Online archive for a long-term storage for your completed deals, unique to Drooms. The dedicated support we offer. You get a dedicated project manager who works with you from start to finish in your language, unlike other platforms that rotate or outsource support. We offer negotiable pricing terms to fit your needs, so you're not stuck with a one-size-fits-all solution. And you can streamline your communication with our in-platform chat feature, keeping everything in one place with the Drooms chat. These features are built to handle the complexity of energy deals, making Drooms a top choice for the sector. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope this demo gave you a good idea of how Drooms can simplify your energy transactions and help keep things moving smoothly.